Hey y'all, this is your girl Kita Lily and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is really exciting. I'm editing this video in my new apartment. It's not an apartment, it's a house adjacent to my own house. So it's like a house separate from my house, which is really exciting. But today we have 3 thrift flips that we are going to do. They all are jeans, so these are denim DIYs. So all 3 are jeans that I wear pretty regularly but want to upcycle to something that I'll probably wear a lot more often. So the first is a pair of jeans that I just paint the pocket every single year. It's up to date for my yearly painting. So the first DIY is going to be painting a pocket on a pair of jeans I wear. The second is a pair of cropped jeans that I want to extend the leg of because I don't really like cropped jeans too much, so I want to basically make them longer in some way. And then the third is a pair of jeans that are pretty loose on the waist and I just want to take in the waist a little bit. So let's get on to the video. So the first pair are these really cute high-waisted flared pants. I actually bought them for like $5 way back in freshman year of high school for a choir performance. I really liked them, they fit really well. I mean, they are flared, so it is a little out of style, but I really like it. So to make it a little more modern, I painted the pocket 2 years ago to Van Gogh's Starry Night, and I'll insert a clip over here. I painted with acrylic paint, and once that basically like washed away, I painted a Pikachu meme on top of that. So I have 2 layers of acrylic paint on it, so I want to get rid of the acrylic paint and paint it this time with fabric paint. So I want to take a look and see how that goes. First, I had to get rid of my Pikachu drawing. So this was done with acrylic paint, so I needed acetone to remove it. And at first, I tried a really light hand. I used a toothbrush and just tried scraping it. But then I quickly realized this was being inefficient and I needed to use a lot more acetone and a lot more force to get rid of the drawing. So I poured a bunch of acetone on it and I used my ABH lip palette mixing plate to basically scrape off all of the paint. The paint came off in a disgusting snot-like texture, and it took a really long time. It was really annoying, and I ended up bending my mixing plate. But I finally finished, and it looked kind of good. This is all the fabric paint I could scrape around from home. I didn't really have much of a choice, and that first night I watched Kimi no Nawa, and one unfilmed night, I was drunk off the happiness of texting my crush and I painted this monstrosity, which I now had to cover up. So the first thing I did was paint the sky. Next, I painted the mountains. So I'm basically going from the base layer and working upward. And the second night, I added more details of the mountain, which I could only do when the first layer actually dried, so I had to do it the next day. And unfortunately, this day I decided to watch Sierra Burgess's Loser, which is a terrible movie. Big letdown compared to my previous day watching Kimi no Nawa, but it's okay. And this is the final result. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's really pretty, it's really cute, and cue a montage of me just being really happy and dancing around in my new pants. These are the next pair of jeans. I got them from JCPenney a few years ago and I'm pretty sure it was only like $1 or $2. They're really nice. They're really high-waisted. They come up until my belly button and I do have a long torso. They show off the butt really well. The only problem is that they are capri length. They're really short and I hate wearing cropped anything. So I wanted to try to fix that. This DIY took me to hell and back. I hated it so much. I had to take out so many stitches and then re-stitch things. I broke 2 needles. I got 1 needle stuck into the machine, like I dropped it into the machine. I never got it out, but I took apart the sewing machine to try to find that needle and I couldn't put it back for 4 hours. It was absolutely insane. So these jeans are a little complicated on what exactly I did. So these are how they look initially. And the first thing I wanted to do is add a jean cuff to the bottom to basically extend the jeans. And luckily I had a pair of Versace jeans that I had taken apart a few months ago, and I literally just had the bottom cuffs left of those jeans. So that's what I took and I attached them to the bottom. And because the jean cuff bottoms are black and the jeans are blue, I wanted to do something to make them more cohesive, so I just painted stars on top of it. I attached the cuff to the jeans and I made sure the initial side seams were aligned, but the cuff's circumference was bigger than the jean circumference, so I had to fold down this area over here and sew it down so that the seam would lay down flat. I made it so that it would slowly open up to the cuff's radius at the bottom, so basically it's just creating a flare jean, which you can see right here after I've sewn everything down. So this is how it looks when both halves are sewn. I basically just stitched down a line over here just to make sure no more bulging. Next, I made a stencil of differently sized stars by printing out stars and cutting them out. Then I took some white fabric paint and just painted a lot of stars. Make sure you don't paint too many stars because then it can end up looking cluttered. And this is one side done. And this is both sides done. Make sure not to paint too much in areas that can get super wrinkly, like the crotch, because then it would just sit really weirdly on your body. The third piece is kind of a funny story. These are actually my brother's new Levi jeans. So when I was younger, I really wanted a pair of ripped jeans. And I went to my mom's closet and went to her old like vintage 90s clothes that she just has in garbage bags, and I chose a pair of jeans out of that. And they're a little big on me because she and I are different sizes. So I didn't think much of it at the time, and then I ripped it up. I made really cool ripped jeans. I showed it to my parents, and turns out they were my brother's jeans, new jeans that somehow ended up in my mom's closet. $50, $60 jeans that I just ripped up. So it's kind of unfortunate, but I do really like them. The only problem is that the waist is quite loose on me. In college, I had hand sewn the waist together, but there are little issues with that. Now I'm gonna sew it using a machine so it looks a little more professionally done. So these are what the jeans looked like initially. The sewing isn't bad. It is very obviously hand sewn and kind of rough, and I did go over the tag in this area, which looked kind of disgusting in my opinion. And I didn't really film any videos of actually doing the process because it's just straightforward stitching. And this is kind of what it looked like beforehand. I didn't really know how to sew on jarts before, but now I do, so I can make it a little more smooth as well. So those are all the DIYs for today. I had a lot of fun filming this video. It gave me a little more insight into editing videos, taking videos, plus I really had a lot of fun upcycling these jeans, and I really hope to wear them a lot more often because I wear jeans a lot and I do have a lot of just dark blue jeans, so this gives a little bit more of a variety because you probably noticed the jeans that I used all basically are the same color, which is unfortunate of me for buying in the first place, but I do want to change them up in certain ways so that they still look different. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.